Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. That's a song called Poor Boy. The one thing we're not a bunch of poor boys. No, we're not. But yeah, I knew they sounded familiar. There you go. That's how we do it. You all sound familiar too. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Ideally, I wouldn't have all this colorful mic going. I'm working on that adapter. I got to figure it out. I got to buy a new one. I don't know. I'm just a little busy working on life. It's the county fair right now where I'm living. So county fair is going. My son went. Holy hell. I don't think he can go again. But there you go. It's so damn expensive, man. Marantz with the selection that takes you back. Yeah, I got a great father. I found out something, guys. I know we're going to talk about stocks and all this stuff that I have on my chart that I pay attention to. We'll look over. But I want to share this story with you. Not that I care about this story at all. Doesn't matter. So for Valentine's Day, took my wife out. Took my wife out all weekend. Friday night, we go out to our favorite nightclub that we go to every Friday. And you meet a lot of different people, or you recognize people because it's a casino in Palm Springs that multiple people are always, in and out. Transit crowd, vacation crowd. So I saw this young couple and they were cool. I could see, I saw them dancing there. I was like, oh, there you go. And so the next night we go out on Saturday, see him again. So, wait a minute. And they're out 2 nights in a row. That's so cool. They come up to us and they go, hey, just want to let you know, we saw you guys last night and you guys are amazing. My wife and I together dancing. It's fun times. And another guy walks over, he goes, hey guys, we saw you last time. He's like, you know what we call you? And I was like, what's that? And he's like, we call you Spotify. And I was like, Spotify? The DJ calls me Rico. My wife calls me Marantz, or babe or honey or hey you. But they call me Spotify. He says, yeah, he goes, because every song that comes on, every song. He's like, and when they're coming, the beats of them. I was like, yeah, it might be Spotify. There you go. Anyway, that was another group. But the young group that I recognized for the second time in a row, they gave us the whole story, where they're from and what they do. Because we were all hanging out. And the club's big and everybody hangs out with each other. But I ended up giving them a book, Marantz Rantz, and I let them read it. Or whatever. I let them have it because they say their book. Oh, we love to read books. Oh, really? Here's a book I want you to read. Just spreading the book all around. That's basically what I'm doing. Anybody I see that I think would read it, I go, here, I think you should read something. Maybe they learn something. Maybe they don't. Maybe they throw it away. Who knows? I can't win them all. But shout out to you guys for knowing how to write the books. The book called GameStop. We're going to actually talk about it in detail because, what's happening, guys? A lot of misinformation is going out. The biggest misinformation piece right now is Dr. Michael Burry's getting smoked out here on Twitter. I don't think he knows how it works, how Twitter works. And it's unfortunate because he feels like he has to defend himself in his work. His Substack, by the way, his little membership that he charges $450 for a year. Yes, one lump sum all up front, $450. People are paying it. He's got hundreds of thousands of people that are paying this price. And so he's making, someone has it penciled in for $80 million already. $80 million just from writing articles about investments. But if you don't know, his articles were hit pieces on Palantir and a pro piece for GameStop. Well, somebody went out there and said he's shorting GameStop and Palantir. They wrote it that way just to discredit him and then to promote their own ideas. One thing is, then they wrote, Dr. Michael Burry's going to be right. But then they still allowed the article to say that he shorted GameStop and Palantir. He's going to be right. He's right that they're both going to fail. It's what are you doing? Why are you guys mixing these worlds together? And it's no difference than the Bed Bath & Beyond crowd that I'm dealing with right now. I don't know if you guys are dealing with them, but they came into the chat the other day, and then I see messages everywhere, and people are tagging me in things on Twitter about BBBYQ, which doesn't exist. So what are we doing? Hell, they put Berkshire Hathaway with BBBYQ and GameStop and said that's a combination waiting to happen. It's not. I'm forever thankful that we're in this booby trap that we say. What's a booby trap? A booby trap. You never watch Goonies? No, just me? Cool. We all like the kid who like lights up the log with the slick with the oil. Like that's really gonna work. How about we just jump over this? What are we all just like out of shape criminals? Like I never thought this out. I don't understand. Like the movie Scream, this dude with a knife and a mask and everything. Like I obviously was gonna be out of breath and hot. Like it's hot in here. Like yeah, how's he gonna catch anybody? And then they're just not agile enough. But I just want to make this disclaimer tonight. Tonight, I just want to talk to the Meltdown. I want to talk to Noisy Correx, Tony De Niro, Jeremy, anybody who's making GameStop videos. I just want to tell you guys, from a grown man's perspective, this is time to be grown, Tony. All right, we're just gonna make it grown, make it known right now. I need all of you guys to stop doing this one thing. If you still make a wish when you blow out your cake for your birthday, I need you to stop that shit. I really do. It annoys me. It's like I'm at a birthday party with like some grown ass folk. The cake comes out and they go, okay, hold on. I can't blow out these candles yet. I got to wish for something. Hold on. It's like, bro, if you're still wishing for shit and not making it happen yourself, just miss me. Miss me with it all, honestly. So thank you guys so much. Blow out your own candles, Tony. Do what you got to do. We're going to talk about Elon Musk. We're going to talk about Alex Karp. Holy shit. Do you guys know who Alex Karp is? If we're sitting here, I assume you do know who Alex Karp is. But some people might not know. So if you don't know who Alex Karp is, could you wish upon a star? I mean, if you're 5-0, that's it. I don't know. America, 5-0 goes west. 5-0 All-American Tale. I don't remember, dude. I watched cartoons when I was young. Sure, wish upon a star all you want. If you wish upon an Atlantic star. How about that? Wish upon a dream to find out what it means. Terrible songs, bro. Terrible songs. Wish upon a star. I'm wishing upon a star to find out where you are. It's in between disco and old school. Somewhere in there, some songs came out. Like right in the middle. Ruined music for like 2 years. It's okay. It happened to us too. We used to have like mumble rap. And he went from like mumble rap to this new shit that's out right now. And I'm not talking about rap. I'm talking about this wannabe love songs. Like I think people are thinking they're back to R&B again. I always got to remind people, this ain't R&B, bro. These people can't sing. Giveon and whoever, Trey Songz and hey man, Usher and Neo are some of the greatest singers of all time. I actually had to hear this argument once. I said, what? Who cares? Yeah, it's okay. What did it say? Now I'll get back to the stock. We'll talk about it. What about wishing? You're good. Don't forget about wishing wells. Whoa, wishing wells. That's even worse. You mean to tell me I gotta pay money? I gotta throw money into the lake, into this body of water with some koi fish in a pond. By the way, I'm gonna dream. Hold on, let me wish for something. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, people won't get so animated about politics. And about Michael Jordan grabbing on some kid's ass. Holy hell, bro. Now, somebody tried to give me the background on this story. I don't know if you guys watched this video. I'm not playing it. I will not play things that are on the edge. Michael Jordan grabbing some kid's ass? Wild. The story is there was ice in his shirt. He was grabbing the ice. Then the ice hit the kid's leg. And so then he decided to rub the back of his leg. You know what? That might be true. That might be true. But you know what I've done, Michael, Jeffrey, Jordan? I've grown up in this world where you need to be ultra aware of optics. Certainly if you're a billionaire with cameras on you. But holy hell, no. I'm telling you right now, a kid could be falling down. Like, oh, he slipped, he fell. I'd be like, yo, parents around, someone gonna help this dude? No, he's got a broken bone. No, it's actually, no, look at it. It's a compound fracture. They actually broke the skin. Yeah, the bones popped out. But you know what? Let's call somebody, bro. I'm not touching anybody. Bro, do you know what this world is? Certainly if you're a billionaire, Michael Jordan. Wait, are you not a billionaire anymore? What's going on here? If you're a billionaire, touching on this little kid's booty, no way. No way. Even me saying it. Ugh. Ugh. Houston Wade ready to watch this show 2 times over already. God damn. Don't start with me. Go over earnings. I told you earnings are coming out this week. Big earnings are coming out, so I'll review the big earnings as they come out. That's going to be Carvana on Wednesday. It's going to be Open Door on Thursday, and so eBay on Wednesday. I'm just curious on eBay. I really am. I want to see how bad they are. But he's certainly what now? What'd you say? He's certainly not a baseball player. Yeah, but he's also not the best basketball player of all time. Like I hate that old talk. Every time I hear somebody say it to me, I lose my appetite. It's terrible, guys. To come out here and try to tell me this dude's the best basketball player of all time, and we got to stop the bullshit. All right, they changed the rules for Lou Alcindor. Changed the rules for Kareem. Kareem's a different human. If you ever saw Kareem when he was young, his body structure, like in his late 20s, there ain't nobody messing with Kareem. Kareem was a different man. Kareem was out here killing folks. So LeBron's better? No, LeBron's trash. Oh, he's terrible. Steph Curry's better. Steph Curry's an absolute madman, and he doesn't get the credit he deserves because he's in a post Kobe Bryant world. Kobe Bryant's better, but I think Steph Curry deserves all the accolades he's not getting and all the respect he's not getting. Steph Curry's the truth. That's where I'm at with it. So you guys can believe what you want. But LeBron's trash, complete trash, garbage, fancy trash, garbage, all that shit. All right, we good on that? Cool. The other thing that I was noticing, I was just calling out before I go talk about GameStop the rest of the night here, was my favorite YouTuber. His name's Tony De Niro. And if you guys have never met him, Tony, he's a big copycat kind of guy. Like, he saw me live streaming video games. Next thing you know, this guy starts live streaming Rocket League. Listen, and he's done it in the past. But Tony, just do me a favor, man. As a grown man, okay, it's either you're gonna start playing, Grand Theft Auto 7, whatever coming out, whenever it comes out. World of Warcraft, I'm good with that. WoW, it's a real man's game. Been around for 20-something years. But cars playing soccer, like a grown man playing Rocket League, like at some point, we got to tell ourselves it's for somebody else, right? Like, imagine you being a grown man saying, I'm going to go ahead and play some Roblox. Like, nah. Like, everybody played Fortnite for a while. After a while, when you find out it's all squeakers, you're like, I ain't playing with these dudes. Was it grown men in there? No? Okay, I'm good. So it's just one of those things that I deal with him. Big announcement that happened today, if you guys didn't hear, in the world of Pokemon cards. By the way, I'm a beast and a legend. I did hit the best Pokemon card last night. It was worth $420. Holy hell, that was amazing. A little Cleffy EX. But Logan Paul sold his bullshit ass Pikachu illustration card for $16 to $18 million, somewhere in that range. And yeah, sure, I love League of Legends. I'm right there with you, but I'm a TFT type of guy. As long as you're not playing Rocket League, bro. Okay? Jungle Main, man. Jungle Main is that's wild to say. Anybody who's a jungle main, that means you don't have a lane. That's terrible. Oh, could you imagine these jungle? Yeah, jungle diff. Is that what you do every time you win? Even when you lose, you're a jungle diff. Like, that's it. That's just the way it goes down. These dudes camping the top lane, like, while bottom lane's all like 0 for 5. They're just dying down there. Like, come on, bro, we're feeding the DPS. Can you get over here? Their range is just killing us, bro. I already know. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I know League of Legends junglers. Or how about the junglers that just level the whole time? They're just going from spot to spot to spot just to get XP. Hey, don't mess with my gold, man. The guys could get like 10 dragons. They're like, no, I don't care, bro. Don't mess. I'm coming out the jungle when I hit 18. Wilt Chamberlain was a freak. We got to stop that too, bro. We got to stop that. I don't know his sexual preference. I can't call him that. It's wild, bro. He came out and just said, wait, Wilt Chamberlain's a freak? How do you know? Securing those dragons, bro. Okay, cool. Do you guys even know what Wilt Chamberlain was about? I don't know. I wasn't there. I tell you, he was a freak. Dennis Rodman was a freak. That was a freak. Are you trying to say he was like a phenom? Like a physical marvel? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Because you said it a little, freak. We're talking about a lot of things here. Could be any other way. I'm just saying. Now, we will talk about markets in a minute, and we'll pull up the chart, and we'll get ready. Remember, the market was closed today. So that's the thing. Hold on a second, Marantz. I got to make a wish. Well, Ray, you can make a wish. Once you and I, can we have a discussion offline in private? Can I speak to you in private? I really want to. I need your help. I need your help understanding this market now. So I was going online and I saw all the videos about Palantir. Like everybody's posting Palantir, 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 and this is where I brought up Alex Karp. And there you go. Your wish is coming true. Cool. So I start talking about Alex Karp, or I start watching about Alex Karp, and we all know. If you guys don't know, Alex Karp is the one CEO for any company that I feel is hooked on something. I don't want to call it creative genius. I don't want to call it he's ADDHD or whatever the hell they try to tell me. None of that. Allegedly, any individual that operates the way he operates, I'm licking my gums for a reason, is doing something different. It might be just I don't know what it is for Alex Karp when I hear him, when I see him, but when I do see him, there's only one thing I think about. So I don't know if you guys have seen him. I'm going to try to go look for him right now as we're here. Let's go look for him. Alex Karp. Alex, you guys got to see it, only because I want to show you just how amazing this is. So, is this Alex Karp? Yeah, we're going to get him. Alex Karp right now coming up. Hold on. White Lines is real. It's freak of nature. Oh yeah, the microphone's weak sauce. Yeah, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying with what I have at the moment. I'll get better microphone coming up. I have to buy this adapter. The adapter's like $150, and it was either I go get an adapter from Amazon and get it shipped out to me, or I actually invest more money and do a different hookup. So I could do like a mixer hookup with my, yeah, I could do it right. I've been thinking about it. So I'm either do that or send my son to the fair. So yeah. Yeah, you're right. I bet you can see some white lines on his desk. He's been like that since the first time I saw him. That fool stays tweaking. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem that I'm having. But here's my question to you, the investors that are watching everything and reading everything. And Venuti's here and so Stacks. But here's my thing, guys, to you. Would you invest money with Alex Karp, Mr. Crazy Man, or with Ryan Cohen? Who would you invest money with? That's what I come to. That's where I draw the line, because all this stuff that's being said in and out, like right here. Check this out. This is a good one for you. Alex Karp of Palantir seems excessively concerned with analysts who criticize his company and his stock price. In my years of experience sitting across from CEOs, the good ones manage their business with the understanding that the stock price will eventually take care of itself. That sounds like Ryan Cohen. The ones who obsess about the price are often full of shit, usually big red flag. Absolutely. Absolutely. Adam Aaron. What's going on with my stock price? The other guys that you had, I forget his name. The guys from, God, all the other stocks. There's so many different ones. But I can't remember their name right now. God, if this was like 3 years ago, I'd know all their names. James, St. James, James something, James Hamilton, Robert James Hamilton, something like that. He was another CEO that was always worried about the stock price. All these guys are worried about stock price. And that's just what they're doing. So every time Palantir beats earnings, this dude comes down from God, I guess. He's from his all-time highs, and he comes out and says, this is what his company is, this is what it's worth, and this is what it's going to be, and all that bullshit. And I just want people to know that maybe this stock is poised to keep falling as you see it. This is the daily chart. Nothing's holding up. It's a head and shoulders. You see a head, a shoulder, and it droops on down. Getting caught back down here, somewhere down here underneath, but I think Michael Burry had it all the way down here in the 30s. And there was a gap that never got filled down here. Gap right here, and there was a gap down here. It actually gapped up, and it never came back down. So gaps all the way down to 30. Who knows? Who knows if that's where it's headed? But this is where people see the gaps right here in the 30-40 range, and then eventually, I don't know what's going on in all this, but it'll fall apart at some point. this whole thing will fall apart. So that's a gap right there, 30. Another gap right here from 40 to 50, 46. So yeah, the stock's going to come crashing down like it has been. It's down from 131 to 129 in the overnight, losing hundreds of billions, hopefully, eventually. Absolutely terrible company to invest in. And here's why I say that, because everyone has you fixated on what they do versus what you're actually buying and how much you're paying for it. If you saw how many people bought it at 180 and 170 and 160, and then to be sitting right now at 130, it's not this move of what's peak and what's troughed or any of that nonsense. It's just telling you there's a complete sell-off here because the executives have sold off more shares than the profits they've actually brought in as a company. I would hate to see a GameStop investors sell 600 million shares, considering that's how much money they make. 600 million shares worth of shares, and your market cap just keeps tanking. But Alex Karp's a billionaire now because of this stock and because of his position that he's been selling for the last 2 years. Their float and their shares outstanding has increased, guys. They're at 238 million shares on Palantir. They've never been at that many shares, but I remember when they were at 200 million. So the dilution of everything and the market cap to be 313 billion on 1.2 billion worth of profits, that's not good. Revenue is 3 billion. 300 billion for the total market cap. It's just not. Nobody's worth 100 times their sales. Nobody. And I don't care. I don't care what these guys try to tell me. The PE ratio is over 207 at the current rate, and they're trading at 42 times book. So to trade at 70x times sales and 42 times book, the rest of this market is catching up to the reality that maybe they're not what they say they are. That's just the truth of it all. And I don't want to invest my money with Alex Karp. I'd much rather invest my money with Ryan Cohen. So that's what I see on the stock. Carvana is the one I'm looking at this week that I want to see have a fall down from here. It could fall down from grace. We're back to these levels that were previous resistance. But as you came here, you gapped down. We ran. We gapped up. We filled the gap. Bounced back up just to fall right back down. This M shape here, inverse George W. It's terrible. This is not real. Double top test, retest, and then fell through, did not hold the support. So complete fall through. If you can't hold up at 280, I'm looking at around 285 on Carvana, then it's a free fall all the way to 150. So that's where I have Carvana. It's not something that I would buy, not something I like. The most intriguing thing I see here is the QQQs. Because the market's not running the way it's supposed to run, this is awesome, guys. This is not what you think it is. This is not a bullish pennant. Most people would call this, well, Marantz is just like GameStop, where there's lower lows, higher lows, I'm so sorry. But the top actually has to have like a rhythm down, and it doesn't. It doesn't have that because it's really double topped. So you had one hit, two hits, now it's falling. If the Qs fall through, guys, it's already at 596 in the after hours, all the way down here. If it falls through over the next month or two, based off the daily chart, you have nowhere to run but down to 580, and it's going to get really bad. Even less than that, 550, 560. So I think the Qs won't hold up. Just my opinion. But I think the top of it, and this is the top of the market, the NASDAQ, the top 100 tech stocks, whatever crap, is going to be falling through the roof. That's what I see from the Qs. It's getting outpaced by not just the S&P, but the equal weight S&P. Now, Alibaba's coming for it. Alibaba's a little different, guys. Alibaba, I feel, is going to pop out the top side if they can hold up at this bottom. I think Alibaba takes off real soon. I do. I think they're going to be approaching the all-time highs again, get back out there, and then still try to scale across. If you look here at the weekly. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wasn't showing you. Here you go. My God, guys, help me out. It's my fault. I'm supposed to be showing you. Yeah, I know. I read it now. Sorry, Stacks. Anyway, so Alibaba is going to go back to all-time highs for this intra-year all-time highs, but still at the peak of 303. So the run from 150 to 303 is still there. You still have a 100% move back up, but this will be the biggest cup in the handle of your lifetime. And I think Ryan Cohen has exercised the idea that he's willing to hold through all these bullish pennants and breaks. because he believes in this company, this investment. He has over $1 billion over here. Not that it's any different than GameStop. And I'm just saying worth of shares. So looking really good for Alibaba. I like the news coming out real soon. They have an update on their AI models, and it's bigger than it's bigger than DeepSeek and certainly OpenAI and what they're all running. But this is where I'm at the moment. Now eBay all the way down to $81 right now. Complete fall down from before. But I want to see what the support looks like for eBay. If they can get a run off of Wednesday, we'll find out. If not, we'll come right back down to where we were on eBay, and maybe you try to hold up at 80, but then you're going to meet it all the way down here in the 67 range. But somebody's been buying this the whole way through. Somebody bought it up from 2023 all the way to now. Maybe there's some real profit there, but you've never had eBay valued the way it's valued right now. It's way out of bounds, saying it's great, right? I mean, you see a stock price, but what you guys have to understand is they're leveraged on debt to the point of no return. There's just nothing. It's almost like Kohl's, where they use all their cash for dividend payouts, and then they just sit on a ton of assets and IP. That's the nature of the game these days. PayPal is one that I love. I love PayPal. Look at this chart. This is crazy chart. So if you really want to own PayPal's, now is the time, and not that it's plural when I say it, but now would be the perfect time to buy PayPal. If that's how you want to run it. To go from 309 all the way down, it's already 90% down at $38 last week. But to be at 38, you're all the way down to 80%, 90% over this run over 2021. Are these the things that are pumping out of the market versus pumping in? I don't know, but I know that somebody's hedging GameStop with something. So I'm prepared for GameStop to go to the moon. You should be too. It's going to happen. But between eBay and PayPal, I don't know which route they're going other than the GameStop collectibles market, the collector's exchange. I won't touch old boy Logan Paul's card at 16 billion. GameStop wrote to him and said that too. They wouldn't be doing it. They stay away from that card no matter what, because they know that there's a manipulation factor that comes with that card. People said some bullshit. Overpaid executive is all the red flags you need. Yeah, no, I'm down with that too. Guys, I'm prepared for tomorrow. I'm really excited about tomorrow. What I'm not excited about, did you guys see where I said roof repairs? That's the name of the stream today. Roof repairs. Ooh, somebody sent me a message. Hold on. Let's see who wants to bother me while I'm live. Oh, and it's a Discord message too. By the way, I'm live in the Discord, but I don't really want to link anything. I don't want to hang out tonight, guys. I got to go eat dinner with the wife. She made dinner. I don't know what she made. She's gave me the top secret till I walk out there. But I just want to go live to talk to you guys for a little bit. Like I said, I haven't really given you substance on the show in a while. A couple of reasons for that. One, I just get through my days like you do. All these days that pass where people are like worried about GameStop. What is Ryan going to do next or however. I just let it all play out. I don't care what they do next. I don't care if we do anything. If we do nothing, then maybe Ryan's playing that algorithm game where he's learning that if he goes to the internet and he makes a huge boastful statement that people go in and start FOMOing in and it moves the market, the algorithm starts triggering and we go hit $25. Maybe that's the case, but I don't know what games we're playing these days. Not that I even care. I just want to make sure that the value's there. So it is Pro Week. You get double the points if you go down there to GameStop. A lot of people are shopping. The website looks immaculate at the moment. I was looking at the website earlier. I couldn't get enough of it. I never do. It's the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. If you guys don't know, this is what the website looks like on the first screen. Here we go. What's your favorite? And so you have all the Pokemon there, and they want to know which one you like and which cards you're going to buy. You can shop. So double the Pro Week here. You get all the games on for sale. Some crazy stuff. I don't know what Destroy All Humans is. Destroy All Humans 2 looks pretty crazy. It was $3.99. Now it's $1.99. I guess people buy this Destroy All Humans edition, and with some, I don't know, with an alien. They're limited to 3,700 worldwide. So there's only 3,700 of those collectibles, but it's on sale. A lot of people don't know this about retail. Some people think that retailers, like a GameStop or like a Costco or like a Walmart, whatever, when they lower the price of something, they think that they lost money on that inventory and loss. So they'll be like, hey man, they bought all these games of Madden 2026. I'll give you this example. And they were $70 before, and now they're only 35. And so people will be like, well, they bought all these copies at 70, and now they're trading them for half off, so they're losing margin and massive amounts of margin. That's not how retail sales go, and that's not how it works. The real way it works, just so that we're clear, is that the distributor gives you a price for the product that they gave to you. The contract that you pay for it after the fact is based off of how much money you were allotted towards it. And so they could go, and I'll just give you an example. The agreement could be, we're going to sell the first 10,000 Maddens at this price at $79.99 and then, or $69.99. And then there's going to be a time where we get the okay on pricing for this promo. And it's all built into an agreement that they already have. So GameStop's typically getting full value compared to what the vendor was going to give them. The vendor's giving them an ability to sell at those prices. So just know that's the way it works. It's an agreement. A lot of people know this about retail. Whenever you see discounts at the store, it's because the stores are doing a discount on behalf of the vendor. The vendor says, okay, let's sell our copies now at this price. This is a business that people have been in for years and years and years. You don't have to rewrite it, but you definitely can fix what margins you have and negotiating tactics you have around that. So that being said, get down to GameStop, buy anything you can that's on sale. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. You guys know that I was there this weekend, and I just happened to buy Pokemon cards, and I got back $500 worth of Pokemon cards. The worth of the cards are $500. So I'm going to go get them graded. I'm going to get 2 of them graded, see where they come out. Even the Cleffy 9 is $135. That's more than what I paid for all those cards. So, and if they give me a PSA 10, maybe I trade it in and get some cash out of GameStop, and I take the GameStop and I go buy more shares or something. Or I do something in life where I'm trying to get ahead. I'm just trying to get along and get ahead the best I can. The world's been tough, just on us as a family as of recent. But you know what? The world gives me lemons, and I make lemonade. That's it. That's the way I've been doing it for a very long time. To get past something, you got to get through it. That's what I can tell you. Let's go ahead and look up some stuff really quick while we're here. Not to get short on the show, but there's some stocks that I want to talk about. First, let's talk about the GameStop. So when it comes to GameStop, guys, you guys are going to see this chart here. Be very aware. GameStop is up on net income 586%. EPS is up 387%. Massive increases there, guys. Wall Street is giving you zero value for that. Considering that's the trailing 12, I will go with the 1 year from now. So Wall Street is giving you what? Negative 10% on value of your stock versus the 500 you've increased and the 300 you've increased here. So tremendous value for GameStop, and for you to get the same stock that's 10% less now, 9% less than it was a year ago, and you have those metrics to measure off of, I think you should take that to the bank. Just know that's a discount towards what you currently own. And why do I say it that way? Because that's what book value is. That's what this cash, cash per share is. Just the fact that you can buy cash per share at over, $20 in it essentially, and you're at $23 a stock. So I think you're doing okay. The PE ratios, if you guys have been here for as long as I have, I remember when we didn't have any. We had no profits at all. We were in the negative, and we never had a PE ratio. When our first PE ratio came out, it was like a 600 or a 500. It was impossible because we only made $6 million for a whole year, and our float was 304 million shares. So not a lot of money to go around, but we knew that we had EPS of 1 penny, and we're going to go past that. And we absolutely did. And now we're at the 27, 28 range. I remember when people used to give me shit because we were at 125 and everyone was in the 70s and 60s. And they're like, you're never going to get anywhere. This company could never be worth more than 60x on PE. Tony De Niro said this. You can't do better than 60. Let's just say you can get fair value 66, 67. I remember the episode when he said, you know what? What about now, Tony? How are we doing? We're 3x better than that. So 28, 27, that's pretty good. I'm letting you know those numbers are small, very small, because it's going to get even better moving forward, obviously by next quarter, next month. But that's the part that I see it. So pay attention to GameStop, doing new things, better things. It's a great company, great stock. And then additional lightning packs are coming out tonight or tomorrow, one of the two. I don't know when they came out, but lightning, or maybe they're already out. But the Pikachu lightning packs are out, and you guys should watch them. Okay, so the one I want to go to right now is going to be Mattel. If you guys didn't see what Mattel did, let's go see what they did together. So their market cap is down 20%. Okay. And this is like the difference between GameStop and anyone else. They were once rivaling GameStop as far as getting into the S&P 500, getting out of the mid caps. These guys never will. But this company loses tremendous money. They're down 26% on income. And then they're down on market cap, but they're flat on revenue. So why are you losing all this income when you're flat on revenue? What is going on? What's so different? Just know the balance sheet should be showing you a complete drop off on this company. They went ahead and doubled their cash position, which everyone would tell you that's so great, but the growth is not there compared to last year for the same quarter four. Considering that includes Christmas, are you really making money? You're down 10%. We go over here to current assets where you're 5 and 3. Total assets is 6.6. And why do I say it that way? Because right here on total liabilities, 4.4. So not the healthiest sheet, not the worst sheet ever, but that long-term debt is killer. 1.4 on current liabilities means they run a decent business. Book value is at $7 a share. Okay, so I'm showing you a company that trades at $7 a share, $7 a share book, and I want to show you this. Their 2x book. They were well above that just a little while ago. They were up here. They were 3x book. They lost a whole book all the way down for the year, all because of earnings. This is an earnings drop. But if you've been paying attention, they were once trading at $27, almost 26. So they've always traded 3x, 4x book. Not for me. Price target is at $20.75. So all of this, and they make less money this year, not as much money as GameStop, and obviously they don't have the cash GameStop has or anything else. So terribly run. I don't know where people get the $21 on price target. If you can get the $21 on those shares outstanding, you tell me what you think this company's worth. Do you think it's worth $1 billion more than what it is today? I don't think it is, but I'm just looking at Mattel just to get it off your list. Is it Lyft? Lyft. Well, look at this Lyft. Lyft is down on market cap, took a hit after earnings, but they're down 6%. Their revenue's solid. Income, very solid. Look at these numbers, guys. This has to be a reporting thing. To be up 12,000%, to go from making no money to making some money, how does the stock go down? How does the market go down? They're up 12,000%. Doesn't it make you wonder? Makes me wonder. Gross profit margin is down. Just want to put that out there. Operating income, they actually lose money. So it's all about how they report their number. That's all this is. To say they have a profit is quite laughable. I don't know where they got that number from. Must be something I don't know. It's right here. I told you. It was an income tax bullshit. So without the income tax nonsense of $2.9 million, they got a write-off. They'd have nothing. Without that, they would be negative $200 million. So it's a one-time adjusted. Great. Do your thing. I'm not going to fall for it. So be careful when you look at Lyft. That's what I want to tell you guys. Open Door. Now I won't look at them till their earnings come out because I don't want to hear their nonsense. Unity Software. This one came out of nowhere, guys, 2 years ago. I told you it was trash. I told you it's private equity. It's all garbage. $8 billion in market cap. They shouldn't even be there. The revenue's at $1.5 billion. Trash. And they make $0. I better never see anybody come out here and tell me they're invested into Unity and why they would be. They're at $18.68 a share, and they actually have a price target of 36. What's going on with this company, and why would you buy it? Anybody want to tell me why, other than that Jackie pushed it and pumped it to you? I wouldn't touch it. Revenue, cash on hand, or no, gross profit. I apologize. Gross profit, 375. Their operating profit, they have none. They're negative. Interest, they have to pay a little bit off the top, but they're fine. But they're trash. Income, negative every single quarter. Why would a company like this show up on your sheet? Why would it show up in front of you on social media? Why would it show up in front of you? Period. Why would anybody pump it? Jackie, I'm asking you the question. Why would anybody pump this thing? It's a private equity nightmare, and they're all in it, and they're all trapping you to get in it. Stocks like this. This is why I pay attention to them. This is why I call them out. Cash on hand. They got $2 billion, Marantz. That does not matter. That does not matter in the world of never being able to get a profit out of you and retained earnings is a negative 4.1 billion. Shareholder equity is here. They have no cash, and book value, it tells me at 748. They trade over 2x book. If they were to go ahead and liquidate this damn thing, they'd be losing money like you wouldn't believe. They're tanked. $600 million under the belt. Please stop naming Unity to me. Don't ever do it again. Carvana, I won't check them till after earnings. I'm going to leave it right where it's at. I think it's the ones that I had for you tonight. I don't want to go over the other ones until it's time. And it will be when earnings pop out this week. So, called out a couple of stocks that people were trying to name that GameStop should go ahead and buy and GameStop should partner up with. I call bullshit at all. Stacks, can we get rid of the gross copper dude? I don't know who that is. So, but thank you. Oh, copper up top. Oh, is that all we had to do? Yeah, he's gone. You're good. We got rid of him right now. We don't get to do it. Wow. Like these kids need help? Hey, Marantz, new viewer here. What are you all about? Well, I'm about investing into the markets, understanding private equity, the leverage they have on publicly traded companies. GameStop, why it's the greatest investment, period, in the United States. That's what I got going on. Preach on, Marantz. Oh, you're welcome. Hey, Marantz, QQ. I saw someone comment on X last week. GameStop may be converting its brick and mortar footprint to store within a store model. You think any validity to this idea doesn't make any sense? Absolutely none. 0 cents. 0. You lose brand recognition and identity. Who's going to pay you to go into their store when you can just pay yourself and not have to really? You have more control of what you do and how you do it when you do it that way. I don't see it happening. I think GameStop has too many moving parts. I don't think anybody understands GameStop's business model, like as in the legacy business. Like they ship out more than they bring in. And I just want to explain to you, through trade-ins, your trade-in product, they're shipping out via UPS and FedEx more than you'll ever bring in. Like it's a good problem to have. But no, I don't see that being an option for us. You would be hitching your wagon to someone else, and I don't see it. I don't see anybody bigger than us except for Walmart and Costco. So unless someone came in there and said, "Hey, you can go into Walmart or Costco," I don't want any part of it. I definitely don't want Target. I don't want anything that helps you intensify your controls. So you have controls to run a company, and LP is like one of them. Like I'll give you an example: loss prevention for Costco, right? So not only do you hire employees, but you implement new standards. So you put little scanners at the front, have people show you your ID, their actual membership. It tells them if it's valid or not. There's technology involved there, but you still put person there, and it still costs money. But you're deterring some of that traffic from walking into you. These are controls they have put into place, and something that Target can't do. I love what GameStop does. GameStop allows you to buy things, submit things, but they still card you. They ID you. They constantly are checking to see if you're current on this, if you're current on that. If you don't have a current ID, you can't even trade in via games or consoles or anything. That limits a lot of the riffraff. You're not going to get a lot of people bringing you stolen merchandise because they don't have valid ID. Every time I see a dude on a bike, remember this, everybody riding a bike around your town has a DUI or can't get a license or can't afford a car because they're a criminal at some point. Allegedly, 99%. It's very seldom that people ride bikes because they want to. I'm just telling you, that's the way it works. So there's a lot to look forward to. I don't think they should do the in the store model. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I think that's old school. I think that's the fall down to a lot of things. I'll give you this one. Show me a successful store within a store. Just remind me of it. Maybe I can't remember, but I can show you a lot of private equity failures that are stored within a store, i.e. Toys R Us, Babies R Us, and or all of these DirecTV, kiosk, or it's all trash. That's why they're forever changing. I wouldn't want it for GameStop. You'd get lost in it all. Mods, please ban Cooper. Yeah, we're good there. And just kids that are like children that come in and talk nonsense. It's cool. Real talk, major nerd. Yeah, I'm a major nerd. Thank you. We got it. Right, it's because I started using Lyft because Uber screwed me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it happened to me too. I had a bad experience with Uber and I went to Lyft. But I'm not saying you can't use them. I'm just saying don't invest into them. That's it. We shorting? I haven't been here in 2 years. Wow. We don't short. I don't short. Marantz is a goon. I don't know how to take that, but I want to say thank you for giving me a nickname. The reason why I said the roof is on fire or roof repairs, because there was this lady who broke up with her boyfriend, and to get him back, she went ahead and scheduled a roof repair on his home, a roof inspection at 7 a.m. by 14 different companies. She got arrested. Um, I don't know what crime she broke, right? Other than harassment, I guess, maybe. But it reminds me of the whole internet right now. Everyone on Reddit, everyone on Twitter, everyone who comes to YouTube and sends in the comments and attacks me daily, whatever it may be. That's what it reminds me. It reminds me of when people don't get their way. They come up with other things to do and say to annoy you, to deter you, and to get to you about your investments. And it's never going to happen. Guys, I'm telling you now, I could be broke. I could be dead. I could be all the above. Wouldn't matter. I'm not selling my GameStop shares. You're never going to get them from me. It's never going to be like, oh man, he's going to sell now. Now he's really distraught. So, like, you're wasting your time. It's my identity. My investment is my identity. Gladly. I'm going to tell you a story that a lot of you guys probably won't believe to be true, but you can Google it and you can figure it out and then whatever. When I went to high school, I went to high school with a lot of famous people. I went to high school with the lead singer of Danity Kane, Aubrey O'Day. I went to high school with Tyler Hilton. He played Elvis on Walk the Line. He played Charlie Bartlett, the bully in the school. He was on One Tree Hill. He was on that for 3 seasons. He married a very famous actress from Canada, some female actress. I forget her name, but she's like in all the shows. And Tyler Hilton's a good friend of mine. But now, when I went to high school, there was this kid who had transferred in. I want to say he transferred from Texas or out to Texas, but he came into my hometown. He's the best golfer in the world. I know what you're saying. You're saying, Marantz, come on. Tiger Woods was the best golfer in the world. I get that. But this kid at my high school ended up being one of the best players of all time in golf. Signed with Nike. And he got a belt buckle this big. And had an AK on it. His name's Anthony Kim. Anthony Kim was a hell of a golfer. And in 2012, I remember we used to follow him. Everyone here locally followed him because we're the golf capital of the world type style where we live. We live in Palm Springs, Palm Desert, La Quinta. This is where everybody comes to play golf. And Anthony Kim is the hottest golfer, man. I remember he signed like a $5 million deal with Nike. He was the next Tiger Woods. He was everything. He was 160 pounds, 5'9", and he could hit the ball a mile. In 2012, fell off the face of the earth. Never heard from Anthony Kim again. Then this week he goes to the Live Open and in Australia, and he's up against the best players in the world that are part of that tour. He went out there and he won the whole thing. Shot a 63 on the final day. And when you watch his interviews and you watch him get interviewed and watch him talk to him, he tells you about the substance abuse, what he's gone through. His face looks completely deformed. And you can tell he went through some real trauma. It's completely broken. But he got married to a young lady named Emily. And I felt like I was meant to see that this week, his accomplishments and what he said, because the young couple that we saw at the nightclub that I was telling you about, that girl's name was Emily. I took my wife to brunch. The server, her name was Emily. Then Anthony Kim says, my wife, Emily. And I go, I meant to watch this. I meant to hear this. Anthony, what's up? And he says, after 14 years, not playing golf, looking like shit when I play, being terrible at everything I do, I knew that this day would come. He said, I knew it would come. And I knew how I would react to it. I knew what I would do. I knew what I would say. And he was so happy to share it with his daughter and his wife. And I watched it, man, and I was just like, this is amazing. For a man that is so convinced that it's going to happen, and then it does happen. You guys can believe all the fairy tales you want, all the Mother Goose rhymes, all the books you want to read. Believe me when I tell you, I have been living for GameStop for the last 5 years, and there's going to be a day, a moment in my life where I'll feel complete. But until then, I will keep showing up. I have a reason to live. I have a reason to show up. It's you. You show up, I'm going to show up. Anthony Kim taught me a lot just on watching the highlights. Give him a like, give him a subscribe, check him out. It's a true story. Went to the same high school, same area. Sometimes you go through things because you think, maybe I'm meant to go through things. It makes you stronger, makes you better. GameStop's going through things. You're going through things. Life is tough. Life is hard. But we're going to make it. And we're going to make it together. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. You're not alone, millionaires. I'm right there with you. Peace.